Oh, sir. Good. How you doing?
Good, good. And
What are these Marfa lights, and why do they happen out here? Seriously, somebody's messing with us. I'm seeing some stuff over here. Look at that. That is just huge. It's so neat that we can actually come out here to see this. It feels like a really beautiful day outside. We're headed out from Big Bend State Park in Texas to Marfa, which is just north a couple of hours, to do some laundry, kind of get things a little reset. I think we definitely need some laundry, and probably a shower will be nice. I think today is going to be a very low-key day. You know, that's part of living on the road. Not every day is bells and whistles. My drawer clasp has broken. It's not catching when I try to close it, so I ended up putting one of these straps on there. We'll get it fixed later on, but at least I don't have knives flying about. Got everything kind of tidied up. Really could do another sweep, but that's for later. Oh, you know what I forgot? My jacket. Even though it's pretty outside, it is still kind of chilly. We've been looking at different places to go, and we definitely have been limited where we could go because of this big storm. I think I'm done here. Gary's got the Starlink down. We've been staying here at this La Cuesta campground. I guess campground is maybe a little loose term. There's 4 sites here, all dry camping, but the sites are pretty reasonable. A little off level on this one, but it worked all right. Since we weren't facing south, we ended up, or we, the royal we, and Gary, ended up tying our 400 watt solar blanket to this with a bunch of clips and all kinds of stuff. So it's worked pretty well. The last time we used hookups was back in Livingston a few weeks ago. So I think we're doing pretty well. I will say that having that diesel heater, especially with these many, many cold nights, has been really helpful. We're not going through propane. We still have propane for the stove and the water heater, but it really sips that, even though I use the oven quite a bit. And it's so much easier to grab diesel for the diesel heater along when we're getting diesel for the truck. It's just simpler. Okay.
Oh, sir. Good. How you doing?
good, good. And hope you're a citizen?
Yes.
Yes, have a good day.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, gave the one so.
Did he? Did you see him sniffing?
Yeah, his nose up in the air and everything.
We're here outside of Marfa, Texas at the Marfa Lights thing. Whew, I've been sitting in the sun and I got a nice rosy cheeks, but ooh, we've got it all. We've got semi-trucks, we've got trains, we got all the good stuff. There you go. Yeah, you keep it going. It's gonna be a lovely night. Well, today is kind of an exciting day for me. We are at the Marfa Lights Viewing Area. This is a place that I've been wanting to come to for several years, and it probably made it even more exciting after our strange encounter out in northern Utah. All right, boys and girls, we are going to tell you a true story tonight that happened to both Gary and me last night, right next to the Skinwalker Ranch in Utah. What are these Marfa lights, and why do they happen out here? And can we see them tonight? Maybe we're gonna try. The mystery behind Marfa lights is apparently so significant that they were able to build this entire facility that allows you to view the lights. According to observers, they're round balls of lights. They may be one or change colors. They will move around the sky, sometimes erratically, sometimes kind of like curious, and have sometimes even been known to interact with people if you have laser lights with different colors, which of course we don't have, but we're at least going to try to bring out some flashlights that have a high beam. These lights have been known to frequent this area since the late 1800s. There was an Air Force base out here in the 40s that ended up being shut down, allegedly due to the excessive force of these lights. According to folks at the Air Force base in the 40s, these Marfa lights would circle around the planes and sometimes interfere with communication, and so much so that they decided to shut this place down. Now, whether that's actually true or not, I do not know. But it was an intriguing story. Fast forward to today, you are able to stop. If you are going by Marfa, Texas, they have this wonderful area where if you have an RV or if you're in a car, you can stay overnight and watch and see if you can find the lights yourself. They also have a nice little walking path here, which is helpful if you've been on the road for a bit. This parking lot is fairly large here, and there's a whole second parking lot over there, so ample room to stay the night and not feel crowded. The plan is to be out for a good portion of the night to see if we see anything. So far, the scariest thing that we've seen is the sound of the toilets here. Listen, it's super dark down there. They're actually using composting toilets here with no water or chemicals, which I think is fantastic. Obviously, they've got air drying going on, but thought that was kind of cool, but slightly creepy, especially if you're gonna try to use the restroom at night. All right, we're ready. We got binoculars, flashlights, cameras galore, which will capture absolutely nothing, but we're here to try. And I got a blanket because it's going to be chilly tonight. As you can tell, Gary is just soaking up the ambiance, and he is so excited for tonight. Very excited.
Yep.
Seriously, somebody's messing with us over there. That's what I was thinking. It's got to be.
That's what I would do on my Wednesday night. That's what my Marfa was.
Yep. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. Yep. That's just mean. At first, we thought this was just someone messing with us. But over the course of several hours,
It would seem to randomly turn on and off, but it didn't move from its position. We thought it was likely a railroad indicator light for conductors, but we're not sure.
Somebody shooting?
This is the country. Somebody they opened their grand door.
But then it seemed to multiply, and I just don't know what to think. What do you think it could be?
Someone tried to make the bathroom look like a spaceship.
Yeah. Hey, you know, you gotta go with it. You just gotta go. It's a cool ring around the... Do you see the ring around the...
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I don't know. I don't think so. Let me see. Back it up. Yeah, you can see it on here. That haze around the moon. Looks kind of cool. Hey, can you watch your light? Thank you. It really is bright.
I was watching for airplanes.
Ah, there's lots of airplanes.
No, it was not.
But there's one right there, there's one right there. Or unless they're stars.
There's only one that's flying.
Oh, those might be stars. Huh? That one is definitely an airplane.
Where's that?
Right in front of us, 12 o'clock. 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it's coming from Cancun, Mexico.
From Cancun, wow.
They're flying to Seattle.
Oof. Wrong way. I swear my eyes are playing tricks on me. But like at our 12 o'clock here, like right at the horizon, every once in a while I'll get like a flash of light, but I think that's just my eyes, like adjusting to the light. I'm pretty sure, because it's like almost instantaneous, so.
Well, the one we saw in the desert, or over in Utah, that was definitely a UAP. There's no two-way about that.
Absolutely, 100%. I don't know if it's obvious on here. This looks like a drone, though, up in the sky. It's kind of blinking. To me, it looks like a drone. Something on the ground, too. I'm seeing it periodically. But to me, it's behaving like a drone. I don't know if you can see it though. Alright, so now I'm seeing some stuff over here and some stuff over here. Again, they both look like drones. They're not behaving erratically or anything like that. Huh. Could also just be some local folks having some fun with the tourists.
Oh, what the hell? You're talking about my phone being bright, really?
Wow, that's bright. That's bright.
Really? You couldn't see where you're going.
Oh my, that was bright.
Your phone's too bright. Turn it off. So what you do is you turn the goddamn sun on.
I'm trying to call them.
No.
We are here. We are here.
There might be other people watching. Oh, those people in the black van left.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's getting cold. I can watch from the window, and it would be warm inside. Yeah, let's go outside. It's getting too cold. I'm almost. I can't help it.
There you go. You tried to send your muscle.
I did try.
Here's this thing.
After all the excitement of the hunt for Marfa Lights last night, we're gonna choose a more chill drive today. Sorry, I didn't get you. Oh, you already have the door. Okay, perfect. You are on the ball today, and unlike me. So thank you.
You good?
I am good. Thank you.
Let's see what he's got to say.
Hello.
Wait, Farmer's house?
Yes.
Yeah, they're trying to clean up the parking lot, but we got a lot of snow and
Yeah,
this past
you.
weekend.
Wow.
There's some space on this side over here.
Okay.
Licon Farms was such a treat as a harvest host. They have a free, not-so-small petting zoo on the premises for both customers and locals. You can purchase food to feed the animals, as well as buy some delicious cheese made on site daily. We also chose to have dinner at the restaurant on site, but if you're heading there, check restaurant hours. It was a great stay.
Are you pretty too? You're pretty. Are you getting all jealous? Sorry, I have no food. I'm sorry. This chicken has a beef with Gary.
Sorry, I'm gonna send them to Chick-fil-A.
Well, typical planning for us. We start looking for things around the area that we're traveling to probably a day or so beforehand. And we found this location just by happenstance. So we're kind of changing our path yet again, which is kind of fun. I really like to be able to go around and just drive where we want to drive. Kind of neat. We are going to the very large array here in New Mexico, something that I've been looking at maybe over the last couple of years, wanting to go to. Obviously, I'm a big Contact fan.
Just one out of a million of those had life. And if just one out of a million of those had intelligent life, there would be literally millions of civilizations out there.
Well, if there wasn't, it'd be an awful waste of space.
If you've seen some of our videos, I do like to go searching for weird stuff, and this, I think, is sufficiently weird. Okay, I'm pretty excited about this. This is cool. It's really hard to...
In half a mile, turn right onto Old Highway 60.
National Radio Astronomy Observatory. Part of the National Science Foundation. There we go. So we are at the Very Large Array here in New Mexico. We just got through with the tours. They do have tours on some Saturdays and Sundays. You'll have to check, but if you can get there, it was great. Little mind blowing, honestly, but we wanted to come back and show you a couple of the the places that they have out here. This is kind of an audio example of how the
Parabola works.
yeah, how the arrays work. So I'm supposed to be able to just come up here and talk. So, and I should be able to hear Gary way over there.
Can you hear me?
Barely.
Wow, I whispered.
You whispered?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Well, it's just because your wife hear you.
No, I think that's the other way around. You can never hear me.
This is wild.
It is. And we're pretty far away. Yeah, because I could barely, just the tiniest bit. And it shows how this style will be able to concentrate a lot of those radio waves coming in. Obviously, that's an audio version. One other thing that they mention is that even radio signals from your cell phone can disrupt this. So phones are off.
We had to turn the watches off.
Yeah, watches are off, phones are off, are on airplane mode. I'm not using Bluetooth for the microphone, so if this doesn't sound that great, sorry, but I'm not going to mess up data for other engineers or other physicists that are doing this stuff. This is a huge location. You're driving up. I don't think you can really get a full scale of how big these things are.
If you're looking at the Elon Musk map of where everything is, there should be a black hole right here over in the area in Mexico here. Because his satellites are in lower orbit, in order for him to fly over this area, they've made a request that he doesn't, so that he turns off the satellites until it gets out of the range of these.
It's another place where government and private companies can work together. It is possible.
It is possible.
Look at that. That is just huge. Do your hands up again. There you go. That looks so cool. If you can hear some of the noises, the radar itself is actually moving just a little bit. Let me see if I can get a little closer so you can see that movement. I don't know if you can see it, but it is moving ever so slowly. And the noise that you hear is helium-cooled electronics in there, down to almost Kelvin, -2. Oh, whoa! It's so cool to see it move. It's so neat that we can actually come out here to see this. Oh, there it is. The receiver's cooled to -427 degrees, 18 Kelvin, so almost 0 Kelvin. Weight of this thing is 235 tons, but they said that they could move these things. They move them
based on what the testing parameters requires.
I'm just gonna sit and watch. Okay, so
according to the gentleman that was giving us a tour, they have a transporter that comes under, kind of like moving the space shuttle around. But they got a transporter that comes in on these train tracks, and they load this thing up in 40 minutes onto the transporter and can have it moved to another pad and unload it again in about 40 minutes. That's crazy.
Because depending on your experiment, they may need to move the array to a different location in order to get the data that they want.
Yep.
So cool.
That was cool. Got to see it. It's substantial.
So we were learning also that these dishes behind us, that's one of the dishes, they're about 45 years old. So they're definitely coming closer to their end of life. They're currently working on a new design that does not use the helium based refrigeration in order to keep things running, which is a big piece of their cost for maintenance. So and honestly, I mean, who wants to use helium these days? It's just a more rare type thing. So so they're working on a new design that's going to be more efficient. They're actually working with some folks in Germany, which is neat. They've got a little ways before they actually get them implemented, so it'll probably be in the next 10 to 15 years.
This one should be up and running by March 30th. So.
Right. So this is the prototype. So also really neat to be able to see a prototype of something and just being able to walk up and see it. So that's the new one. They're working on it. I don't think we can get up very close to that.
No, that's as close as you're going to get.
Yeah.
The astronomy part, yeah.
It just blows you.
Unless you're into looking at stars and studying stuff and look at it as a hobby, I was lost. So.
These people are obviously incredibly intelligent and are very passionate about what they're doing here. So really neat to get a little bit of that flavor. But yeah, as us understanding about maybe a 10th, we'd probably be putting it a little, I'd probably be pushing it. So if you can, definitely come for the actual tour. I think you'll learn a lot. We sure did. This reminded me, so the very large array here focuses more on the radio band, and other telescopes throughout the world have different focuses. So that's where they can overlay the data from multiple places to really give us a fantastic view of really what's going on in the universe. That just blows my friggin' mind. But I think we are done here, and we're going to be heading on to our next exciting adventure.
We hope you enjoyed this slightly different style of video. And if you can, please help us out by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. It really helps the YouTubes know that we don't suck that bad. We'd love to see you next week, where we share our next trip that was both epic in views and in repair cost afterwards. Until then, leave every place you visit a little better, and we'll see you on the next trail.